Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I would like to welcome you back again to the Blue Room. This is a place of knowledge, this is a place of truth, this is a place of justice, this is where we learn, this is where we live, this is where we laugh, this is where we enjoy ourselves, this is where we hold up. This is where we speak freely, this is where ideas come to light, and this is where time goes to pass. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, say it one time slow for me, hold up. Vibes. Oh my God, I love y'all so much. Thank you for joining me on this spectacular Blue Room edition today. Welcome back to the Blue Room.
Good afternoon, good night. I hope this video finds you all right. It is I, some guy, just a man in his house with nothing more than just a webcam, a mic, and his mouth. Today we're bringing you another episode of the Blue Room. I'm very excited today. I have a new piece I wrote. This comes from a very weird time in my life. I was going through a lot, taking a lot of L's, like left and right. Like I couldn't win the day at all. So I started to view myself differently. And I was really beating myself up mentally, internally, so much to the point where, I was shutting people off. I wasn't really talking to anybody. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything. It's a very dark time in my life, but I draw strength from it now. This is Broken Reflections. The image of myself that I saw, or that I used to see rather, I didn't see anymore. So, Broken Reflections. Let's get it. All right. So, all right. Broken Reflections. Broken Reflections. I no longer knew who I was and couldn't remember who I used to be. While calling out for my mom, while yelling at God, I asked him, "What more do you want from me?" I stood there staring at my own reflection, disgusted by all of my own neglections. I stood there in the mirror. I must have yelled at myself for hours until my hands became fists and I hit it with all of my power. And as it lay there broken, as I was broken, I began to reflect. You see, at the time I had so much I was trying to forget. I had just lost a job. Following that, I lost a car. While still grieving my mom, never did I think I would let it get that down. I desperately needed to turn my life around. My whole life was on the rocks. I mean, I couldn't even find matching socks. That was like the hardest thing in the world to do. Family tried to help, trying to find me better ways and show me better things, and you need to do this and you need to better yourself. But then they told me to pray, and I'm like, I ain't trying to hit none of that right now. So I pushed everybody away. Trapped in my own mind, trying to put pieces back together of a picture that I could have sworn was mine, but I couldn't see it. And then when I put it back together, I still didn't believe it. You see, I lost sight of who I was because I let the world get me down. Life is funny like that. It comes to you, and life will knock you down. I took time to actually do what my family said. I took time to pray. And then I did something that I always do now, even to this day. I express myself. I talk to people. I tell everybody I love them. I don't want anybody to ever pass away and me not have told you how much I cared about you, or I felt about you, or that I loved you. I don't want anybody to go through that. So today's piece, Broken Reflections, is more of a message I promised, or a promise I made to myself. Because in that whole time period where I lost myself, I found myself. And since then, I've been able to say, if I could go back to my 16-year-old self, I tell him, don't get carried away.